All right, we're going to get started. I want to respect everybody's time. What I would like to do is actually I will be turning off my video in just a moment, but I wanted to say hi to you personally so I can see you live and so you can see me. But I like to have my video normally turned off just so that I can really focus and, really give what I promised today. So let's do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Really quick switch to slides. What I would love for you to do is get your notepad ready if you like to take notes. I don't know about you guys, but the way I take notes is not necessarily what the speaker is saying, but the insights that are coming in for me as the speaker is talking. So those are the most valuable. Any ideas that you might have, and I think you will have a lot of ideas and insights. Real quick, if you are already doing group coaching programs, say yes in the chat right now. If you are already doing group coaching programs, if you have done at least one group coaching program, give me a yes. Let's see how many people we actually have with some experience. All right, okay. Just getting started. Yes, yes. Awesome. Wonderful to see that. Some people have even raised their hands. Wonderful. So we have a lot of people. Hey, Donna, good to see you. So a lot of people are already doing group coaching, which is great. And I will say that group coaching has changed. I've been in this field for a little over 20 years now. The way I know is my daughter is 20 and I started my coaching business when she was just in my belly. So that's how I keep track of my business experience. But yes, so some things have changed a lot. And if you're just starting with group coaching, you will also see a lot of valuable information today. So let me go ahead and get us started. I'm going to share my screen real quick. And there we are. You should be actually able to see my slides right now. So what I'd like to do, let me just see something really quick here. Okay, I think we're good to go. All right, and welcome everybody who just joined us. As I mentioned earlier, please hold your questions until a little later. I will promise to stay and answer all your questions. But let me get to the Q&A portion. That way I don't miss your question, right? Because with so many people in a training, what happens is questions keep moving up and I keep missing them and I don't want to miss your questions. So, and Karen, my wonderful assistant and head trainer at our company is here to help me with questions that I may miss. So there's two of us here, which is awesome. All right. So here we go. Welcome everybody again. I am turning off my video and we're going to get started. So welcome to Group Coaching Programs That Rock. I want to talk about a new way that you can create really amazing, game-changing coaching programs for maximum revenue, retention, referrals, and results. Hopefully my dogs will stay quiet. I locked them in the basement today. Those of you who've been with me and have been on my trainings know that they're hard to control. They are the barking kind of dogs, but hopefully they'll behave and you won't hear them unless you want to. All right, so let me start by saying that group coaching is extremely lucrative. I know that a lot of people are actually making high 6 to 7 figures just doing group coaching alone, because you get to help more clients and make more money in less time. So it's a lot of leverage. You get to stand out in your niche with your own coaching programs. Not everybody has a coaching program. Some coaches just do one-on-one coaching and it's perfectly fine. They're happy, their clients are happy. But when you have your own coaching program, you really do stand out because now you are an expert who created a product. Huge difference. You also make your coaching more accessible. Not everybody can afford private coaching. It's so much more fun and you get to inspire more people in your business when you do group coaching, right? And this is my favorite thing is you get to create an easy to scale business model. Super cool because you cannot really scale that much with one-on-one coaching exclusively. And so that's when group coaching really becomes useful. Now, here's one thing. Even though group coaching is extremely lucrative, there is a myth that nobody talks about, and I will talk about that today. My guess is that you have never heard anybody talk about this, and you'll see why. So I'll definitely reveal that. I want to start by talking a little bit about the future of coaching programs, group coaching specifically. First of all, I've been in the coaching space since 2001, so I've seen the evolution of coaching in the last 2 decades. I held the world's very first coaching telesummit. I published an Amazon bestseller called Coaching Millions. I built the largest coaching community online. And here's what I'm seeing happening in the coaching space in the last few years. First of all, there is a much higher awareness of coaching in general, right? So you no longer have to explain that you're not a baseball coach. I don't know if you've ever had to do that. I did that quite a few times. And you no longer have to necessarily, well, maybe you still do, I don't know. Compare it to consulting, right? Explain the difference between coaching and consulting. Like 15, 20 years ago, you had to do that. At the same time as you have higher awareness, there's also higher competition. Even though many coaches like to say, I don't have competition. We all know that when people are looking for a coach, they know that there are thousands of coaches out there to choose from. So, and there's also thousands of coaching programs people can join, right? There are over 150,000 coaches worldwide, according to the International Coach Federation. I really highly doubt that number, by the way, because there's a lot of coaches who are not members of the ICF. They are just coaches because they like coaching, because one day they decided they want to be a coach. So there's a lot more. And there's over 500 coach training programs and schools out there. Many millennials have entered the coaching space. And because of the pandemic, even more people are now exploring coaching as a career. So all of that is happening. Because of that, clients have a right, and they do want more. Clients want more. What does that mean? I don't mean that they want more information or more content. They want more and better results. And we are smart people. We know that to get results, we need to get more attention, feedback, support, connection, right? People don't want to be just invisible. They are not okay sitting in the background receiving content every week or getting on calls every week. They don't want a do-it-yourself program. Clients really want a real human connection, and they want to feel and see progress. What happens when your clients don't get that? Well, they get usually overwhelmed and fall behind, and then they quit the program and ask for a refund. So let me ask you real quick, and I actually want to turn my video back on for a second. How many of you have ever been in a situation where you joined the program, you didn't feel that connection or that progress, and you've actually left the program? Say left. Let's just put the word left so I can see. How many of you have left a coaching program in the past? Left. Thank you. Okay. So that happened to you. That happened to me as well, at least once. I'm not very quick to leave a program. I'm a very self-disciplined, committed person, but I did leave at least one program, and I asked for my money back. It was a $5,000 program, completely disappointed in the results or even in the attempt to produce results. So it looks like I'm not alone, and a lot of people have experienced it, right? The misconception that nobody talks about is coming up, Pauline, so I'm definitely going to share that in a few minutes. I just want to kind of explain to you to lead to it so it makes more sense, but I'll definitely cover that. Can an individual ask for a refund? Of course, anybody can ask for a refund, right? So let's get back to this. And again, you might have had this experience both as a client and as a coach. You know, I don't want to ask you how many of you have had an experience of a client leaving your program, but that happens. You know, we're all humans, we try our best, and it doesn't always work. But I will say that after running over 100 group coaching programs, I have identified 6 reasons why people might leave a coaching program and then ask for a refund. So this is a great place for you to maybe start taking notes. And so here are the reasons. By the way, just understanding these reasons and addressing them in your own coaching programs can make a huge difference to your clients' results and to your bottom line. So definitely worth taking a look at this. Here's the first one: not feeling seen. And again, maybe you've been in a program where they worked really hard to get you in, and then you felt abandoned and uncared for. You kind of become invisible. It's a huge reason why people would leave a program and ask for a refund. The second biggest reason is when people feel overwhelmed, too much information, or going at them too fast, not enough time to consume or implement, right? Another reason is no sense of community. Nobody really knows each other or cares about what everyone else in the group is doing. That means there is no sense of community. Nobody really knows each other and nobody cares about each other, right? Nobody's connected. Number four, no accountability. Let's face it, many coaches get hired just for the accountability alone. Do you think it's valuable? Absolutely, yes. And when you are in a program as a client and nobody would even notice if you're not doing your work, if you're not showing up, or if you're struggling with the material, that means there is no accountability in the program. So it's easy to leave, right? It's like you're just anonymous. Nobody cares. Number five, not feeling or seeing progress. It becomes demotivating when you're going through a program and not really seeing any impact or progress, right? And number six, getting distracted by other programs and losing focus. I know that happens a lot to people who are growing their businesses. They try this strategy and that strategy, and they jump from one program to another without really implementing or getting results. And so as a result of all of the above reasons, you as a client might find yourself feeling disconnected from the program, and you might start paying attention to what else is out there, right? I mean, that has happened to me. I've had a client in my program, and then she said, I'm going to a live event next month. And then she came back and I could feel she was no longer in it. I could feel energetically she disconnected from the program, which was a bummer, but that's how your clients may be feeling, right? Because your clients want results. Results really matter. So you want to design your coaching program for maximum results, because when your clients get results, your retention goes up, you get more referrals, your revenue goes up because your program is much easier to sell. You just feel more confident about your program because it's more valuable, right? So everything is connected to people getting results in your program. So the question is, the million-dollar question is, how do you design your program for maximum results? And that's what we're going to talk about it. Sometimes results don't translate in our minds as higher revenue, but I'm telling you that when you know that your clients get results, you also feel a lot more confident, comfortable, valuable, and so you sell more, you get more clients, right? So let me share with you the 9 keys, also the 9 pillars of designing highly successful group coaching programs. And then I'll reveal to you the biggest myth of group coaching that nobody talks about. So these are the things. I don't know if you want to draw a little pie chart or if you just want to list these reasons for yourself or these keys for yourself. As a text, it doesn't matter, just would be a good place for you to take notes, I think. But this is how you create a profitable program and a great group coaching experience. So if you're ready, again, I've done over 100 group coaching programs, trained thousands of coaches. So these 9 pillars are based on all of my lessons learned since 2000. The first one is affinity. Clients want affinity. We like joining groups of like-minded people. We want to be in a group of people with shared goals and experiences where everybody values each other's experience. They're not just joining for you, the coach, they're joining for each other. That's the whole point of a group coaching program. And also, by the way, this is why having a niche is so important. I know this is, I don't want to get on the soapbox around to niche or not to niche, but I will say to you, when you have a niche, it is much easier to fill a group because then people value and appreciate each other's presence in the program. Number 2, access. It's very easy to procrastinate and to feel overwhelmed when you are in a coaching program. So your clients need to have instant and easy access to everything that your program has to offer in one place. Whether you are offering training modules, live call replays, schedule, links, homework, everything they need to easily consume what you have created for them. If they can't easily access everything, I will say to you, people do procrastinate. They'll feel disorganized. They won't be able to easily jump in and consume and implement your materials. Number 3, accountability. We've talked about that a little bit today. So keeping your group members engaged and motivated Having accountability buddies is great, but it's not enough. Your clients also need to be able to share their successes, share their challenges, and share their insights with each other and stay connected between the calls. And I'll talk a little bit more about that connection, but accountability is super important. It's very easy to get lost as a client in a group, especially if you're an introvert, especially if you're not the most self-disciplined or most motivated person. So it really helps when you have those accountability ideas that you can implement for your group program. Number 4, action. So coaching during live group calls is great. But I will say to you, many times it's not enough to keep your clients connected to their goals and to your program. Plus, in my experience, many clients just want something to do. Give me something to do. My clients often ask, what do I need to do before the next call? And so I had to learn that people want something to do between calls so that they can feel that they're progressing. You know, depending on what kind of coaching you do, you might actually find yourself in a very intangible zone. So in fact, let me ask you, how many of you believe that what the results that your clients are getting are going to be intangible, as in difficult to describe, difficult to put in a box, you know? So tell me, intangible, put the word intangible in the chat so I can see. Intangible. Tim says yes. Intangible. Thank you. That's a hard word to type. Sorry. But you guys you know what I'm talking about. The results that I produce are very tangible. Okay, you're going to create a coaching program. That's tangible. You're going to lose 10 pounds. That's tangible. You're going to feel differently about your life. That's very intangible, right? It's harder to sell. Hi, Erica. Good to see you here. So Miriam Rose, Irene, intangible. Yes. Increasing energy. That's intangible. It's something that you feel differently, but you don't necessarily, it's harder to promote that. So that's why when you're designing your coaching program, right, you want to give people an opportunity to do something so that they can feel, okay, I am doing this and I am documenting my progress, and therefore I feel differently, right? Right. So I'm the only one who can see the comments, by the way, just so that I can focus and it's not distracting for everybody else, but I will turn them back on when we get to Q&A, so you get to see each other's questions. All right, so let's keep going. Thank you so much for playing. Calmer, release stress. Oh yes, stress. I mean, stress could be tangible, but for the most part, it is intangible. It's a feeling that you get or don't get, right? Okay, great, thank you. So, you know, giving them homework and offering implementation tools is very important. Those could be assessments, exercises, fill in the blanks, taking a quote unquote temperature of how you are, you know, rating your state of mind, whatever it is you are coaching on. All these exercises and coaching tools are really, really good. Okay, awesome. Let's move on to number 5, attention. Clients need attention. What I mean by that is that they need to be seen and heard in order to succeed in the program. If they feel invisible, they're more likely to disconnect and disengage from the program. So they need to know that you care about their progress and challenges, right? Number 6 is achievement. So again, group members need to have a specific focus, visible progress, and measurable learning. Not every coaching program is about that transformation. Sometimes it's about learning. Maybe you're teaching a skill set. Maybe you are teaching and allowing people to improve and to elevate their skill set, like leadership skills or speaking skills. Let's see. I'm running out of examples, but I think you know what I mean, right? In other words, they need to see that they're moving forward and that participating in the coaching calls, watching or reading your training modules and doing the exercises actually gets them closer to the specific result that they signed up to achieve. So a lot of clients want to achieve. That's the reason they're signing up and paying the big bucks to the coach, right? Now, here's one of my favorite ones. I definitely do that. It could be part of your personality that you are already doing that. but this is something that is very important. Each group member, and that's acknowledgement. I forgot to say, number 7 is acknowledgement. Each group member wants to have an opportunity to contribute and then be acknowledged for their contribution to the group. You are the coach and the expert in the program, but you are also the facilitator. So you want to create space in which people can support and encourage each other and be recognized, right? So do that in your coaching calls, do that between the coaching calls. In other words, allow people to contribute and to feel acknowledged for their contribution. Number 8 is awareness. As a coach, you want to always be aware where your clients are. Are they overwhelmed? Are they behind? Have they dropped the ball? Are they thinking of withdrawing from the program? Do they feel like they're in the wrong program? Are they having any kind of distractions or personal situation that is holding them back in the program? I mean, I used to get really anxious between my live group coaching calls because I felt completely in the dark of how my clients were feeling, what they're thinking. You know, I remember going on vacation back when we could still go on vacation. And I remember thinking, okay, I am fitting this vacation between my 2 weekly group coaching calls, but I have no idea what my clients are doing. I wish I could just kind of see what they're doing. So if you have a way right now to stay aware and on top of what your clients are doing between the calls, that is going to be super helpful. And of course, I will tell you how you can be aware in just a few minutes. I'll show you how to do all of these 9 things very simply. The last one I'm going to talk about is authenticity. It's a buzzword, it's a cliche word, but I couldn't escape it. You know, creating a culture of trust and confidentiality is the best way to make your group members hooked into your program. And you do that through authenticity. People start feeling an emotional connection to each other. They become comfortable sharing their challenges, creating a real sense of community, right? So authenticity is where people in your group can be authentic with themselves, with each other, with you on the coaching calls, between the coaching calls. So all of these things are super, super helpful, right? So if you are having any kind of trouble, my voice is really hard. Okay, let me try something. Let me actually, thank you for letting me know. Maybe I'm cutting out because I don't have my mic on. So let me see if I can take care of that by putting my headset on. All right, let's see if I can do that. Is there anybody who actually does not have any sound issues? Okay, I have my mic on, so hopefully that will fix it. Okay, no issue. Okay, well, hopefully if you were having issues before, this will fix it. I'm now wearing my handy earbuds. So thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate that. Okay, great. So it looks like most people are having no issues, so I appreciate your feedback. All right, so as you can see, these 9 things: affinity, access, accountability, action, attention, achievement, acknowledgement, awareness, authenticity. There's 9 things, and it's a lot to deliver. By the way, if you have a lot of experience doing group coaching programs, you are most likely already doing most of these. It's just, it comes to you with experience. But if you're just starting out, or if you have not created a group coaching program before, if you haven't done a lot of group coaching programs before, chances are that you have to consciously think about each of these 9 things if you want to create a phenomenal group coaching experience, a group coaching experience that makes your clients fall in love with you. And now, you know, let me talk about the myth that nobody talks about. If you haven't figured out yet, I think most of you already know what I'm about to say, but you know, a lot of coaches burn out from group coaching programs because it's so much to deliver. And so the myth that nobody talks about is this right here. A group coaching program does not take less time. So very often we hear that group coaching is the best way to leverage your time and give you more freedom, right? But I will say to you that delivering a great group coaching experience can also take a lot of time. Time to set up, time to design, to set up, to create, and then to deliver, right? It seems simple enough, you know, especially if you've never done group coaching. It feels like, well, just get on Zoom and coach people. But there are a lot of moving pieces, moving parts to setting up a group coaching program, which is why you need a system, which is why you are here, because I'm going to talk about something really cool that I created. The system is why I created Group Coaching Genie. It's the only platform that I know designed specifically to help you organize and streamline your group coaching programs. It is so simple to use that you can hit the ground running every time that you want to offer a group program. Simplicity Circle is the name of my company, my other company. So simplicity is in the core of everything I do. And when I was designing the software, it was definitely something that I wanted to focus on. Tim says it's great for one-on-one as well. So let's, Group Coaching Genie allows you to automate all of the admin and manual tasks. It allows you to handle any group size. It makes you look like a pro, and it allows you, to deliver everything in one place. So it's easy for your clients to consume your program and succeed with your program. You will literally become the most organized coach on the planet. I used to have to piecemeal my group programs, and now I can keep everything in one place, which saves a lot of time and gives me a huge peace of mind. So the best part is that these 9 things that I talked about, the 9 success pillars, they are built into Group Coaching Genie because I knew that that's what needed to happen in order to deliver in an effective group coaching experience. So if you'd like to see the demo, please stay with me. If this is not something that you're interested in, then I want to thank you for attending today. I hope you got some useful ideas about creating a great group coaching experience, and thank you so much for being here with me. For those of you who are still here, I'm about to do a quick demo of Group Coaching Genie and give you a very special invitation if you choose to sign up today. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and actually open comments so that I can get any of your questions as I do this. So 1 second, let me turn back the comments. Demo, Rana says, I love that. All right, so now we can actually see, everybody can see each other's comments as well. Just be careful if you're asking a question. I may not see it if everybody starts asking questions. Leave your important questions for when I can actually see them and pay attention to your questions, if that's okay. Is this only for online coaching? You can use it for any kind of coaching if your goal is to really deliver your reminders, your materials, to your group members. So I'm not quite sure what else is out there, but I do know that a lot of people will, do offline coaching with an online component. So I'm going to turn my video on. Can it be used to deliver course material? Absolutely, although it is not a course builder. It's a lot more than that. So let me show you some of the things. So we are ready to dive into the 10-minute demo. Let's see if I can actually do it in 10 minutes. I think I can. All right, so Group Coaching Genie. So I logged into my account. This is from a few months ago. It has matured since then. You can see only one of my group programs, but I actually now have 14 in there. So this is one group here. Group Coaching Genie is super simple. If you have kids, you might be familiar with the idea of Build-A-Bear, where you can combine things and create a beautiful bear out of many different outfits. So this is like a Build-A-Bear. You have modules, programs, and groups. Modules go into a program, and then when you're ready to deliver the program to a group of people, you simply assign a program to a group. That's how simple it is. Once you create and set up your group like I have here, by the way, what you see here literally took like 60 seconds to do. You just click on the create new group button and answer a few questions, and it sets it up for you like this. You can create a welcome page. Inside of the welcome page, you can also schedule the upcoming live coaching calls schedule. You can check on the group activity. This is where people check in every week to let you know how they're doing with the program. This is where you can see the module release. You can customize the dates. I'll show that to you in just a moment. You can see all of your clients in the group. If there are any additional files that you need to add to the group program, this is where they go. And my favorite feature of all, I used to struggle. I used to be so confused. Where do I put my coaching call replays? Here they are. So this is where you can put them. And when you are ready to invite people into your group program, all you need to do is click the copy link button. It generates a link which you can send to your clients either manually by email, or you can integrate it within your shopping cart system or with PayPal, within a welcome page, within a welcome email, and so on. So that's the first thing that I wanted to show you. This is the upcoming event schedule. So this is one of the core features of Group Coaching Genie. If you have ever done a group coaching program when you had to, where you have to send out reminders to people, you will really appreciate this feature. So all you do is you pre-create, pre-schedule all the coaching calls. Like you see, I have an orientation, and then I have group call 1, 2, 3, and it just continues on and on. And so what happens here is, your clients will receive, members in your group will receive automated reminders 2 days and then 1 hour before the call, so that you don't have to worry about the reminders. It's all done automatically. So that's a really cool feature. This is a module release schedule page where you can decide when the modules will be released for your group program. This is really handy when you need to change the dates. Sometimes I go into this page when I notice that my group members are behind and I want to give them a little bit more time. And so I will go into this page and I'll update the date of release, right? Or maybe some people want to, some groups want to go faster, and so I can okay, so you don't want to wait a whole week for the next module, I'll release it sooner. So that is really cool that I can do that. Creating a program is as easy as simply dragging your modules from left to right. So I already created these modules. All I needed to do now is move them from the left side box to the right side box, press save, and the program is ready. And you can create your programs on the fly like this, right? If you already have your modules created. Let's see. This is just a sample module creation page. If you've ever done any blogging, you'll probably be familiar with this layout. You can upload documents like PDFs, you can add links, you can embed videos, graphics, you can design this page in any way you want to. It's basically like any word processor or a blog editor. And here you can see this is my coaching account with 4 programs, 4 group programs. This is a little later when I have created more groups. And I wanted to point out again how easy it is to share your group program with your clients. So somebody pays you, you click on copy link, and you send them the link. Super, super easy to integrate. A couple of things on this screen that I wanted to point out. You can customize each individual client's content. Let's see, some people will call these custom training tracks or maybe custom curriculum. The reason you may want to do this is maybe some clients are more advanced than others, so you'll give them more content or different content. Maybe some clients need some kind of prerequisite material, some grounding materials. Bottom line, you just, again, drag from left to right for this specific client, and they now receive a custom training material. And the other thing you can do here is you can send an email to the entire group at any time. Literally by clicking this button, it brings up a little pop-up in the middle of your screen, and you put in the email and you send it to people. This is one of the core features, maybe the core features of the entire Group Coaching Genie. So let me pause here just a little bit longer. I do see that there's a bunch of questions, but I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not reading them right now because I would have to stop my sharing and focus on your questions. So go ahead and put the questions in. Karen, if you see something that you can answer, go ahead and answer. Otherwise, I'll get to questions after the demo. So I call this the weekly activity grid. It's like my group at a glance. This is where I can read my clients' journals. You can see that Sophia and Anna made a new journal entry. That's why it's green. This is also where every week clients check in. They answer the questions that I prepared for them. Typically the questions are like, how are you feeling this week? What insight have you gotten this week? So if I were to click on any of these check marks, it would open their comments. And you can see that other people are commenting as well, which is how you create community. Now, it might feel like this is a lot for you to do as a coach, but I will say this is optional. You can turn a journal feature off. You don't have to read it. You don't have to answer it. This is where you set up the expectations for your own group. For example, I'm currently running a group, and the group has 57 people in it. So no, I don't read everybody's journals, but the journals are available for them to submit their homework so that if we need to look at something up, we can go into their journal and look it up together during the live coaching calls. I also, I will look over the weekly check-ins to see who I can answer, whose questions I can answer, or simply to say good job or great progress or wow, great idea. This is again where people like to be seen and heard and acknowledged, and they do this for each other. So one of the strategies that I'm actually using is I say to people in my group, please go ahead and comment on at least 3 other people's weekly check-ins, and they'll do the same for you. And so that really helps that community, sense of community, and people really support each other. And again, you don't need to do this. You don't have to do any of these things. But if you want more interaction with your group members between the calls, and if you want to keep your finger on the pulse of your group, you can. And by the way, there's a couple of things that I can tell from just looking at this grid. First of all, I can see that there's 2 people or 3 people who have never checked in. So we don't know what they're thinking. Maybe they're thinking that they're in their own program. Maybe they're about to ask for a refund. I better check in with them, right? The other thing I can see is that in week 1 and week 2, people have checked in for the most part consistently. By week 3, I can see that check-ins kind of diminished, and this might be for multiple reasons. Maybe I gave them homework that was too complex, too unclear. So this tells me even how I'm doing as a coach. Are people getting my questions and my assignments, right? So this is really, really indicative of how people are doing in your program. All right. So I will say to you that this feature, although maybe not the core feature, I will say to you that this feature was the final straw in why I decided to create Group Coaching Genie. I had just delivered a program a few months ago, and I needed to deliver it again. And I realized that I didn't have everything ready, and I started scrambling all my materials together. I started panicking. I started looking through my hard drive, looking for all the stuff that I needed. And so I said, I wish there was a magic button that would allow me to simply hit the ground running and just do this program, because I just did it a few months ago. So there is a magic button like this now, and it's called Clone Group. So when your group is completed, when you are ready to deliver it again with the same material, same coaching calls, same replays, welcome page, everything is the same. All you need to do is check the box and click Clone Group. It creates a copy of this group program minus the members, because now you're going to have new members. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, this is what your clients will see when they log in. This particular client, her name is Anna, as you can see in the top right corner. She is signed up for 2 different group programs of mine. And so the client can see the details for the schedule, the welcome page. She can click on modules. She can journal. She can do the weekly check-ins. If she wants to see how everybody else is doing in the group, she can click on group members, and she will see that weekly activity grid. And if she missed any of the coaching calls, she can click on replays, and that's where she will see it. So that's what the client will see. This is just a listing of the modules in the group program that, once she clicks, she can watch the videos, download PDF documents, and each module looks exactly like you design it, whatever you want it to look like. Some people have a lot of video. I happen to have a lot of video in my modules. Some people just have PDF downloads. Other people will have just the audio recordings or exercises. It is up to you how you do that. This is an example of how a journal entry looks like. What I wanted to point out is that journal entries can be both, either public or private. Your client is in control. If they set their journal entry to private, then only the client and you, the coach, will be able to see it. If they set it to public, then all members of the group will be able to read and respond to their journal entry. So Group Coaching Genie really allows you to create unlimited groups, programs, and modules. You can create evergreen programs, which is what we call courses. And you can also use it to manage and to work with your one-on-one clients and so much more. Maybe you already checked out the website, but if you haven't yet, you can sign up at groupcoachinggenie.com. I do want to point a few things out. These are the 3 packages that we have right now: Jade, Opal, and Emerald. If you're just starting out and you have maybe just an idea for a group program, maybe the starter package is great at $49 a month. If you have already done group coaching and you feel like you want to go to the next level, up to 100 clients, this account will give you at $79 a month. And if you are at a higher level, meaning you have a lot of clients, a lot of groups, or you envision yourself really creating group programs and you want as many as 1,000 clients across all of your groups and programs and courses, then $199 a month is what you would probably want to do. Please pay attention here. The $49 means that this is how much it will be when you choose an annual plan. You can also choose a monthly plan. It is totally up to you. So again, go to groupcoachinggenie.com to sign up. Here's a special offer available only until May 31st. I call it the double clients offer. And when you see the next screen, you'll know exactly what I mean by that. If you sign up by May 31st, I will upgrade your account from 15 clients to 30, from 100 to 200, or from 1,000 to 2,000. And you will lock it in by simply signing up before May 31st. So we are in May 14 right now. You have 2 weeks, so double clients offer. And of course, when you have the opportunity to get more clients, it also means you get to make more money. A typical group coaching program should be at least $200 a month. There are group coaching programs that are $10,000 a year, depending on what kind of coaching you do, who your audience is, and so on, right? So I also want to say to you that there are zero technical hassles, very important to me. So we have unlimited tech support through our help desk. I personally, well, for now I do it personally. Maybe later I'll have somebody else on my team do this, but I do weekly training webinars with live Q&A every Tuesday. So if you have any questions, or you're looking for support, or you just need to figure out how to do something, this is where you come. And by the way, many people say that Group Coaching Genie is so simple. There is a 20-minute learning curve. Like within 20 minutes, they already start building their group. They already understand it. But I understand that everybody is at a different level of experience with online tools. So I want to make sure that it's super easy. You also get access to the Group Coaching Genie Facebook community just for us, just for our users. And when you sign up for the annual plan, whether it's Jade, Opal, or Emerald, if you choose an annual plan as opposed to monthly, we will include a 1-hour Jumpstart Your Group program consultation call with our head trainer, with Karen here, who will actually get you started. She'll help you set up your group. She'll answer all your questions. She'll show you around. So this is an easy way for you to say yes without any technical hassles. I do see 42 questions are on my screen right now, so I look forward to answering them. But here's the one question that I get. Do I need to install anything on my website? The answer is no. This is a standalone solution. You just go to groupcoachinggenie.com, click on user login, and you are in. There's nothing to install. How many groups can I have? Unlimited. Does your platform include video conferencing? The answer is no. You can use something like Zoom, which is what we are using right now. You can also use GoToConference, Skype, WhatsApp. I mean, there's a whole bunch of video conferencing solutions out there. Is there a money back guarantee? Yes. So if you sign up for Group Coaching Genie and you use it, evaluate it for 30 days, and you find that that's not a platform for you, I will happily give you your money back because I want to make sure that this is something you will actually be using. And I just want to show you how other users are using it. So Celia here is a sales trainer, and her favorite things are to have built-in email reminders. She can track her client's activity, collect homework, saves a lot of time. Ileana was one of the first people who actually started using Group Coaching Genie. What she does, I haven't even thought about that. When she does her discovery sessions with potential clients, she literally shows them the inside of her Group Coaching Genie as a sales tool during her sales conversations to build trust. So that's what she does. Belle was a new coach, and what she was saying is that she struggled not only to create her first program, but also to use software. And so she finds it's extremely simple. Once I signed up, I was immediately inspired to put my first program together, and I know exactly what I'll be teaching on the call. So that's what it is. Now, if you already have your coaching program materials sitting elsewhere, we do have a program migrating service available. It is not free. What we do is we ask you a bunch of questions and then we estimate, but it's very inexpensive. I can tell you that my team recently migrated some 3 programs for somebody, and it only cost her $150 to do the entire migration. So that is it. That is all the things that I have prepared for you guys. Let me now take a look at the questions. I will stop my sharing 1 second. Stop share so I can see you and I can see your questions. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me go back here. Okay. Is it compatible with CRM platforms? So Rona, that's a great question. The answer is yes and no. So it is compatible because it's a standalone platform. And the way you connect Group Coaching Genie to any other platform is through using that link. So what I do is I also have a CRM. I happen to use something called Infusionsoft, which is a customer relationship management software, which is what CRM stands for. And I take my link from Group Coaching Genie Group, like I showed you, copy link, if you remember that blue button, and I put it right into the welcome page inside my Infusionsoft. So when customers buy something from me, join my program, they immediately see a click here to enter the group program that you just purchased. So it integrates in a very simple way. So hopefully that answers your question. Does it remind with text messages too? It doesn't have text messages. No, I wouldn't say that. It just does email. How can this work when the group program is rolling enrollment? That's a great question. We actually rolling out the rolling enrollment feature in the next 60 days. That was a that was a popular request when we first started. I personally don't do rolling enrollment, or some people call it open enrollment, when the program never ends. But apparently a lot of coaches do, so we are implementing it. I think by the end of July we'll have that ready. How is this different from Kajabi, Kartra, Teachable, Thinkific? Let me answer it in multiple ways. That's a great question, Bill. Number one, I tried Kajabi, Kartra, Teachable, and Thinkific and decided that it is not sufficient for me to run my live coaching programs. It does not have many of the features that I showed you today. It is not interactive. It does not support the live coaching calls, the replays. Everything you named is a course builder. It's essentially a course builder, right? It delivers course material. If you don't do coaching programs, don't buy Group Coaching Genie. You won't need it. You can just use any of the course builders that are out there. Now, Kajabi and Kartra are a little different because they are course builders, plus they have shopping carts, they have sales and marketing features, they have list building features. So they're marketing and sales software components. Group coaching does not offer that. Group coaching Genie is exactly what it's called. It's for group coaching programs, and you can deliver your courses, you can manage your one-on-one clients, but It's super focused, and for that reason, it is extremely simple to use. So a lot of the software that you mentioned, what happens is you need a virtual assistant. And the virtual assistant needs to sit down and actually understand all of those things that, or maybe they already need to be trained in Kartra and Kajabi and all the other software. Group Coaching Genie is so simple. A coach who has very little experience with any software can start using it very quickly. Most of the users that I have, I don't know if it's a coincidence or if that's kind of the demographic within the coaching community, but there's a lot of people who are new, who are new to technology. One of the things I discovered is that when we become coaches, we don't expect to master technology. We just want to coach. And so a lot of coaches love Group Coaching Genie for that reason, that it's very simple to use. The customizability might be not the answer, but rolling enrollment. Okay. Yes, I think I answered your question about rolling enrollment, Megan. Suggest you remove all last names and emails for privacy issues. So the clients can put whatever names they want to. Oh, the ones that I showed you, they're all fake names. They're all fake clients. They're for demonstration only, Nancy. Group Coaching Genie can be used to deliver course material. Can this be a membership platform? I would say, hi Agnes, good to see you. I would say that it depends on what you mean by a membership platform. But yes, all those people, they are group members. As far as membership site management, I don't know. There's so many membership site software out there. You can try. There's, one thing I found in running Group Coaching Genie is that when I say the word coaching program, I mean one thing, but 100 other coaches mean something completely different. So I had to learn to play with the terminology. Group coaching program, group program, curriculum, course. Everybody uses it in a very different way. And so you design, Group Coaching Genie is so flexible. You design your program the way you want, right? You want to have live coaching calls? Great. You don't want to have content? Great. You don't need to. You want to have client journals and you want to have people submit homework? You can do that. You want people to check in every week with you? Do that. You don't want that? Turn that feature off, right? So it's super, super simple. Okay. The journal is located inside the members, under members, Jacqueline. A live program versus recorded. We don't have a live versus recorded. We have live versus evergreen. I think that's what you're asking, right? If monthly, no discount, that is correct. So if you go to groupcoachinggenie.com, again, you will see, by the way, you will not see the double clients special on the website. I will actually have my team manually upgrade you, bump you up from 15 to 30, from 100 to 200, from 1,000 to 2,000, and you get it locked in. So even in June and July moving forward, you still keep your new client numbers, right? Let's see, is the up to 15, is that finite or per coaching program? That is the total number of clients. So if you have a group coaching program and you're charging $1,000 per program, which is very reasonable, most people will charge between 500 all the way to 10,000 and more. So let's say $1,000 and they get into your Group Coaching Genie account as a client, that's one client. If they buy more than one program, that's still one client, right? If you have 15 people in your group, in one group, and you purchase the lower level account, well, the good news is that you can have 30, right? If you actually jump in before May 31st, you actually have up to 30. So let's say you have a group with 30 people and then 31st person wants to join. You have to either delete some clients from your account, or you could upgrade at any time to the next level, which is what some people will do when they start growing their groups, right? So hopefully that answers your question. Mario, good to hear that. Yes, it is very, very affordable. Can you upgrade as you go? Yes, you can. The double client is just for paying annually or also monthly. It doesn't matter, monthly or annually. You can choose whichever you want. Helen, the answer is no, we do not do payment platform. Again, however you want to take payments through PayPal, Stripe, Square, Infusionsoft, Kartra, Kajabi, whatever other platform you're using, we do not provide payment platforms. There you go. Bill says, I belong to a $50,000 a year group coaching mastermind. Right, exactly. So $49 a month is negligible considering that most coaching programs are $1,000 to $10 to $20, or in Bill's case, $50,000 a year group program. Is there a coupon code? There's no coupon code. How much would you suggest charging for the programs? I would need to know more, David, whether you are a life coach or a business coach, exactly what your program, how long it is, what is included. But I would say my personal sweet spot when I sell coaching programs, I charge between $1,000 to $2,000. My good friend Jennifer Deep Stratton charges $25,000 for a program. She's a sales trainer and a sales mastery coach. So it really depends on your, it also depends on your mindset, right? It's like, how much are you comfortable charging? And also how much does your market bear in terms of how much to charge, right? Okay, and Talina, right, can we drip content? Yes, you can drip content. That's what the module release page was for. You might remember. Do you host the videos, or what is offered to host training videos? So for hosting videos, I'm so glad you asked that question, Shelly. You embed videos into Group Coaching Genie, which means you need to host them either on YouTube or Vimeo or Amazon. I personally host all my videos on Vimeo, and I just bring them into Group Coaching Genie. So it's all in one easy place. If I put my videos on YouTube, usually I make them unlisted so that nobody else can find them except for me and my clients, right? Misty, yes, you get locked into double clients for the life of your subscription. Yes. Joe's asking, so you create your course material outside Genie and then link it. You can create your course material right inside the Genie. If it's text, if it's a video, you record a video, put it somewhere like YouTube or Vimeo or Amazon has video hosting service, and then you embed videos right into the Genie. And again, once you get started, on Tuesdays, I do these trainings where I will help you. If you are doing full pay, you also get that one bonus session with Karen, our head trainer, who will walk you through, who will help you set up your first group and answer all your questions. Can bonuses be dripped? You can drip anything you want to. A bonus, a bill can simply be a module, right? Which is a really good application of the module release schedule. Some people will get of the customization. Some people get bonuses and other people don't. So I get to assign it only, I get to custom create that training for people who qualified for a certain bonus and others didn't, right? CRM, I think I answered your question. What happens to your content if you opt out of a program? You're welcome to download all your content. I don't own your content. We don't own your content. You grab it and you do whatever you want with it. Is there tracking for time logged in? What was downloaded? So there's not tracking as sophisticated as you're describing, Bill, but what you do know is the last time that your client has logged in, so you can see when they participated, when they engaged last. There are two ways to do that. So you can either look at their last login, or you can also see when they did the check-in, the weekly check-in. So you can see that. But again, this is not a course builder, so there's no what's downloaded. We don't have that particular maybe in the future we will. I'm always listening. I'm working with my development team very closely. We just released new features. So if you guys are already Group Coaching Genie users, go look in the Facebook group. We released a feature that has been asked for months. We now have it. It's the email notifications when somebody is posting a new journal entry, when somebody is commenting on the weekly check-ins. We now have email notifications that you can turn on. Thank you, Jackie. If the groups are unlimited, are you limited to 30 total clients? Total 30 clients. So what that means is if you have 3 groups, you can have 10 clients in each one, and that is 30, right? If you have the middle account, the middle package, which is Opal, gives you 100, and until May 31st, you get to bump it up to 200 people. So then, you can have 10 groups with 20 people each one, right? So hopefully that makes sense. If you lock in the double client smaller programs for now, do you still get the double client? That's a great question, Misty. I want to say yes. So Karen, take a look at Misty's question. If you actually sign up before May 31st, which means you get the double client bump, and you choose a month later or 3 months later to upgrade, just let us know that you signed up during this special, and you can actually get the bumped version of the next plan. Hopefully I answered your question clearly. What type of technical support is offered? Hopefully I answered it as well. What about LearnDash? I believe LearnDash is just a course builder, very much like Teachable and Thinkific. And I will say I tried both. I actually tried all of the software out there. Obviously, when you design your own, you try for different software as well. But even before I made a decision to build my own platform, I tried many different platforms. None of them did what I wanted to do. All of them forced me to Frankenstein my group coaching program together, because I would have people have multiple logins. I would post my replays inside a Facebook group, and then people weeks later was trying to find it and they couldn't find it because Facebook bumps it down. Let's see, Cheryl, thank you. Is there a link to a demo video? There is a demo video which is like 8 minutes. It's very similar to what I showed to you today. It's at the bottom of groupcoachinggenie.com, Bill. Can I transfer my Thinkific course to this? You absolutely can, Rick. Genie just for group coaching, then for online courses you need something else. You can use, I think Kelly's asking this question, you can create courses right within Group Coaching Genie. We call them evergreen groups. So there's live groups and evergreen groups. Evergreen groups are like courses where you don't do live coaching calls. Clients don't see each other, so there's a lot more privacy that way. So what I like to do is I like to run my program live, and then I switch it to evergreen. So now I can deliver it as a course. So it's really, really open. What does this +1 mean? Miriam Rose, what it means is that somebody commented on the weekly check-in. Okay, can purchase digital download. Digital downloads are evergreen programs. That's what it is. Is it white label or is it branded with Group Coaching Genie? We do not offer white label at this time. It is Group Coaching Genie, but you can add your own logo so that when your clients log into Group Coaching Genie account, they will see your logo for every group program that you have available. Does your program provide a payment platform where clients can charge? No, there is no payment platform. Will we get the same deal if we decide to upgrade later? Yes. Yes, as long as you sign up before May 31st. So you can delete clients after they have finished the program. Yes, you can. You can also upgrade. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's see, do you use Facebook groups too? So I personally like to use both Group Coaching Genie and a Facebook group in my programs, and I'll tell you why. Because the Facebook groups allow you to create that chit chat, the social aspect, because people like to chit chat, they like to get to know each other. That's where they post inspirational quotes, they post all kinds of things. But once they're in Group Coaching Genie, it's focused. Okay, what have you accomplished this week? What is your biggest challenge? What insight did you get? Beautiful. Like those are the 3 questions I ask every week. You can ask different questions. You can also ask the same question, just one question. Like for example, a sales coach has a question, how many cold calls did you do this week? And so they have to answer. And so there's many different ways to use it. Course builder built in, yes. It is a course builder plus a life coaching group program. Wistia, Vimeo. Wistia works, but not so well. I actually stopped using Wistia a while ago, so I can't remember what it does, but Vimeo definitely works. Are there templates and graphics that can be used? I would say the answer is no, but there are plenty of royalty-free photo websites like FreePic. Here it is, freepic.com. That's the one I use to find all my images. Let's see. If I run a 4-week program, then run it again. After the first one finishes, do the clients from their first program still count? Yes, they still count. They still count. Unless you delete them and make room for new clients, they would still count. So this is where you want to possibly upgrade so you don't have to delete them. And right now at the double client bump deal, you can't go wrong because it gives you that room to grow. How do clients receive their password? Do we manually send it to them? Bill, what you do is you manually send them that little link that I showed you, the copy link. That includes, so that gives them the access to the website to create a new account. Again, I will show all of that to you on Tuesday when we get together if you choose to sign up. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm a little confused. How do you let people be heard and seen if several dozen are on the same Zoom coaching sessions? So how you facilitate your Zoom calls, that's not something that I was teaching today. I'm simply saying that clients do want to be seen and heard. Again, you know, through chat like this, very much so. But Group Coaching Genie creates, gives people an opportunity to share their thoughts and feelings and ideas and progress, and for other group members to see that, to witness that, and to comment on it. I mean, my group members are surprised every day, like, oh my God, Milana read my comment in the weekly check-in and she answered. And people are not used to that, right? Because when you have 57 people in the group, people don't expect you to connect with them individually. And so it makes it so much easier to do that. And you don't have to do it for all the clients. You can invite other members in the group to say, hey guys, go in and comment on at least 3 other people's weekly check-in so that they can see that they're feeling supported and seen. Hopefully that answers your question. Let me go to the Q&A because I saw some questions there. Okay. May I request, what was the question here? To understand, okay. Okay, if a client enters the program late, can I restrict access only to modules released after they join? Yes, you can do whatever you want. Again, you can customize that training track. Yes, yep. If we sign up for Jade, get the double, and then after a few months, you need to upgrade. Do we get double the clients in the next level up? The answer is yes. I have a great, so this is Teresa, I have a great program for delivering content, but the management of people is terrible. Can the modules be used to put a link to other program? Yes, actually we have people do that. We actually have some people create 2 programs for the same group. One program delivers modules, another program delivers inspirational emails, as Karen and I figured out what the customer wanted to do, and that sounded like a great solution. Arika, there is no promotional code to enter. Simply anybody who signs up in the month of May, between today and May 31st, will get the double client bump. Do you transfer your campaign from Infusionsoft when marketing? So Alice, Group Coaching Genie is not a marketing platform. It is not a list building platform. It is not a sales platform. It is a coaching platform. So what you do, it starts the moment, it becomes useful to you the moment the clients have purchased your program, whether it's one-on-one clients or group clients or mastermind clients, coaching program, course clients, whoever they are, it's the delivery of all of your coaching material. So one of the emails I sent out was, do you want to create your coaching empire? And I will say to you, in fact, give me a yes if you want to actually see the inside of my coaching account right now live. Like, if you actually want me to go and log into my coaching account, I'll show you my little coaching empire, and it makes it super easy to do. And so maybe I'll answer your questions that way as well. So let me do that. I'm gonna close my PowerPoint. Oh, and by the way, welcome everybody who just joined. I'm seeing you guys signing up. It's exciting. I'm excited to see that you are seeing the opportunity and the potential for your business. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in, and I'm going to share my screen right here. Let me take a sip of water. So this is where your clients will sign in as well. I'm going to sign in and you will see my little coaching empire. These are all my groups right now. Some of them are evergreen. Some of them are live. So this was a live program that I ran a while ago, last year. And this is a program I'm currently running. And of course, I have 58, including myself, because I signed myself up as a client so that I can see what clients are seeing and what they're receiving. I have a whole bunch of things here. When you actually want to work with a one-on-one client, what you do is you create a group just for that individual client. So I'm going to do that right now for you just to show you. Click on create new group. And let's say I have a new client. His name is Bill Samuels. I'm just making these names up here. Can't spell it. And I'm going to do this as a live group because I want to send Bill coaching call reminders. And I'm going to start coaching with Bill, let's say next Monday. And if there is any material that I want to send him, it'll probably be on a weekly basis. How long Bill, let's say, hired me for the next 6 months. So let's say that's 24 weeks roughly. And then what material, what program will I be using for this group? I'm going to, so I have a bunch of programs already created. So I want to send Bill, so Bill hired me so that I could help him build his mailing list. This is the course I'm going to send him, my Big Tribe course, right? I'm going to deliver the content by email, and I want him to actually fill out the client journals. And this is where the weekly check-in questions are entered. So I like to ask my clients every week as a way of checking in with them is, how do you feel today? What have you accomplished this week? As you can see, I already entered some of my questions. What support do you need right now? Let's see, what's your biggest challenge this week? These are the questions that I personally enter. You will not actually see these questions. These are questions that come in from my browser memory. But you can ask whatever you want. And I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And now I have this new group just for Bill. It's a private group. So here I can go ahead and welcome Bill, create a little welcome page. Again, you can, insert images, whatever you want to do here. You can upload documents. You can embed a video, which is very simply grabbing a code from YouTube or from Vimeo. Super easy to use. And then here, you can set up a coaching call schedule. So I don't want to do that right now because it'll take me some time, but basically you are, well, why not? I'll just do it. Coaching call with Milana, and I'll say 1, and I'll select that our first call is going to be on Monday at 12 p.m. Coaching call with Milana, getting started. So that's going to be our first call with Bill. I'm going to go ahead and save this event, and now it created it right here. So what's going to happen is 2 days before this call, Bill is going to get an email. Hey, you got a coaching call with Milana. And by the way, I'm doing this for one-on-one client, but you do the same thing for your group of clients. So if I have multiple people in this group, everybody is going to receive it, right? And then Bill is going to get another reminder 1 hour before the coaching call. And that way I don't have to worry about Bill showing up, right? Let me see. I see a couple of questions here. Unfortunately, I have to stop my sharing so that I can see the questions. How do we get unlimited plan like Milana? Email me. Here's my email. By the way, if you have any questions at groupcoachinggenie.com. What time is your call on Tuesday? The calls on Tuesdays that I do are at 2 p.m. Eastern time. It's a 30-minute call every single week. Every single week I do these, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Pacific time. All right, let me go back real quick. To sharing my screen. We still have plenty of people on the call, so I'm assuming you want to see some other things here. Let's see, I'm going to go back to my groups. All of these are my group programs that I created. I can also see Bill's weekly activity. Now, Bill has not joined yet, So that's why it doesn't show me anything yet. As soon as he joins the group, I'll be able to see it. Module release schedule is right here. Remember that I assigned this program the Big Tribe course. So now it's going to start sending him emails every week because that's the setting I chose. Let's see. And then replays will go here. So if I'm actually recording and saving coaching calls, this is where I will put them. And it's super cool. This is one of my favorite features here. Click create new replay. As soon as you put your video in here and press save, if this checkbox is checked, it automatically sends the email. Hey Bill, the recording of the last coaching call is ready, and it will give the link to Bill so he can catch up or he can watch it again. Hopefully that makes sense. And if I wanted to invite Bill to join his private group, all I need to do is click the copy link. Watch what happens. Click, okay, I'll do it again. Link was copied. Now I'm going to go ahead and paste the link right here. This is what your client will see. If the client already has a Group Coaching Genie account, they will simply log in. If they don't, they'll have to click on create an account. And of course, they're not paying for Group Coaching Genie. They are a client and they're able to access the program right away. And I'm going to go ahead and log in as if I am a client. So this is me, a client. And me as a client is signed up for a whole bunch of group programs, as you can see, right? In fact, I already signed up for this particular program as a client. And this is Bill's, right? This is the link I just used. I didn't add any logos here, but normally a logo would show up, just like you see here. What else do you want to see while I'm here? And any other questions that you have that might be stopping you from making a decision to sign up? Let me see. All right, Misty, awesome. Can you assign people to a group or do they have to go through the link? They have to go through the link. We cannot do it for them. And the reason is because of the spam, can, whatever that is, the email issues, right? Especially with the GDPR, they actually have to confirm their email address. And so for that reason, what you want to do is you want to send them the link. You want to tell them, hey client, I'm sending you the link right now. Make sure to activate it. As soon as they are activated, you can see them inside your account. Let's see. Any payment plans? Sanika, are there any payment plans? Please clarify your questions. Are there any payment plans for Group Coaching Genie? Yes, you can sign up monthly. Yep. What does it look like? Oh, let me show you some modules. Okay, that's a great question. Something that I could not show during the PowerPoint. I'm going to go in. So here's one program. Click on modules. Now remember, these are the modules that I designed. You design them whatever you want. You just add a picture, you add a video. So this is module 1 of my program. I have a bunch of videos here, video 1, video 2, video 3. I have a worksheet here, a downloadable. I have a PDF. I have an audio here. I have a bunch of slides, ideas, and things like that. So that's module 1. Bonuses. So this is a bonus module. Again, you can do it in whatever way you want to. So you can add audio, video, documents. So this is one module for this particular program. But do you see how it's all in one place, guys? Like your clients will never have to look for anything. You'll be the most organized coach on the planet. Okay, let's see. Okay, can members make comments? Yes, they can. Can you explain the evergreen feature? Is this where we run pre-recorded webinars? The evergreen feature is for courses. So let me go back into the coaching account so I can show it to you. So when you create a new group, actually let's go into one of my evergreen programs. This is an evergreen program right here. See how it says evergreen? I can switch it to live and immediately the dates start showing up. How long will the group run shows up. When I switch it back to evergreen, all I need to do at this point is to tell the system how often the modules need to be released, daily, weekly, or all immediately, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. And so It's just the content delivery, right? But the live group, what that makes available is now you can actually schedule live coaching calls, call reminders, and things like that. Let's see if there's anything else. Let me jump in here and show you real quick. So these are all the fake names. Somebody was telling me that I need to hide these, but I will tell you they're all made up names for the sake of the demonstration. You can customize any of the clients by clicking the customize link. And let's say that Alex is more advanced, so I would give him more modules. I'm starting to lose my voice. So if I suddenly go whispering, that's why. So I'm adding more modules. As soon as I press save, it'll create a custom training track for this particular client. Hopefully that makes sense. Sending the email to the group is as simple as clicking the send email. And this is where you would send it. One of the things that you didn't get to see inside the PowerPoint is that you can actually attach a file from your files section. So if you want to send a specific file from your files area, this is where you would do that. Let's see other questions here. Do evergreen clients count? Yes, they do. Any number of clients count toward the client number. How many emails can we send per day to remind people of the live call? As many emails as they will tolerate. There's no restriction, but you probably don't want to send too many. And remember that the system will send automated reminders, right? When I set up my schedule here, so you can see a developed schedule of calls here for this program, you can hit the send email button to send it manually, but it's done automatically. So the system sends it automatically 2 days before the call and 1 hour before the call. So it's all taken care of for you. You don't need to worry about it, okay? All right, are there any other questions that you guys want to ask that would allow you to feel more comfortable and confident jumping into Group Coaching Genie today? Remember that one of the things that you are going to get is webinars that sell with a full pay plan, with an annual plan. And so that is something that is only available for the next 24 hours. Let's see, I closed my PowerPoint so I could show it to you. But essentially, you get to enjoy not only Group Coaching Genie as a subscription, but you get an amazing program that allows you to fill your coaching program with clients. So I just want to make sure that you don't miss the deadline. It is a fast action bonus. It is something that I'm only including for people who make a fast decision. So let me actually go back to it for you if I can. Doesn't let me do that. Okay, here we go. So are there templates and graphics that can be used to create the programs? Is it a group course tool or more for live coaching sessions? Helen, please answer my question if I may ask you. Were you attending this presentation from the very beginning or did you just jump in recently? Because I was explaining all of these things and hopefully created a very chronological explanation that would make sense. Anybody who is confused, hopefully confused because they didn't hear it from the beginning. So just let me know so I can tell, is it my explanation or is it something that you just missed? Yeah, so what I would suggest, if you just signed up and just joined me, so you missed most of it or a lot of it, go to groupcoachinggenie.com. I'll give you the link, groupcoachinggenie.com/webinar. Sign up for the one that I'm doing again tomorrow or next week. I'm going to deliver this very same demo 3 more times because everybody is attending at different times. Everybody has different schedule and time zones. So for your convenience, go ahead and do that. Okay, you watched from the very beginning. So to answer your question, Helen, you can do both courses and live coaching programs. There is no video conferencing, but you can use Group Coaching Genie to deliver your programs. It is also possible that you're confused, maybe because you've never done a group coaching program before. I don't know. Maybe I'm making an assumption. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it is used to deliver a group coaching program, usually with content, some type of content, sometimes without content, usually with live coaching calls, sometimes without live coaching calls, which would make it a course or an evergreen program. Automatically sends 2 emails. Yes, that is correct, Bill. You're okay. Karen answered your question. If you scroll to the bottom of the site, groupcoachinggenie.com, you will see the affiliate sign up link, Lauren. Thank you for asking. Current slide, there we go. So these are the current plans that are available, $49, $79, $199 a month. If you are a volume coach, I will say, if you run large coaching group programs, if you have a lot of clients, if you have courses, you have a lot of clients, this package will probably be the best for you, especially considering that right now there's a double clients bump offer where you get 2,000 clients. If you are just getting started with coaching groups, you don't yet have clients, but you want to organize your programs and your content, then this this Jade package is probably best for you. And as I mentioned to you earlier, we do all tech support through Help Desk. I do weekly live training webinars where I answer your questions. You get access to the Group Coaching Genie Facebook community. And we are gifting you 1 hour of my head trainer's Karen's time to help you jumpstart your group program. So she'll get on Zoom with you, log into your account, help you set everything up for your first group program and answer any questions. Thank you, Karen, for posting the link. questions@groupcoachinggenie.com is my email. Perfect, yes. You can have as many videos as you want. And releasing the whole module at a time. Yes, very much like a blog post. You can do whatever you want inside the module and then the whole module gets released. Some people like to break up multiple videos into multiple modules. You can release short videos, whatever you want. Yes, yep, super flexible. All right, I don't see any other questions unless I missed something here. Let me check. PayPal, a payment option to buy Coaching Genie. Karen, do we have a PayPal? I think it's one of the ways that you can pay for Group Coaching Genie. Yes, I think so. Does it work with Zapier to automate between programs? So one thing we found, every time people ask about Zapier, they discover later that they don't actually need to do that. But ask me a specific feature that you're looking for or specific integration that you're interested in, and we'll definitely take a look at it. So far, it's very easy. You can even insert your calendar link right in the welcome page if you want your clients to schedule a call with you. So everything is doable, and 99% of the time we find that you don't need any integrations. Okay, hopefully that answered all your questions. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. A lot of people are still here. If there's anything that I have not answered, interesting. I'm starting to hear some wind right inside my paper, my headset. So let me actually take it off. All right. It was my pleasure to share the Group Coaching Genie demo with you. I also hope that you learned a lot through learning about the 9 key things that you want to incorporate. Whether you use Group Coaching Genie or not, those are the 9 things that hopefully you now understand that clients are looking for. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Lynn, Danae. Thank you so much for being here. If you missed the first portion of it, or if you just want to watch this again, go ahead and sign up at groupcoachinggenie.com/webinar to do this again. And I will see you maybe tomorrow, or I will see you on our weekly Tuesday training calls that I do for all users. And I look forward to getting to know all of you, and have a great day. Bye, everybody.